really?
Yeah, so we're
What's
gonna
the
play around
one
with that.
for zooming out really far?
That's I used to know that one. I think it's Shift Z or Control Shift Z.
Alright.
It's something to do with Z. Yeah, well, I'm gonna test that out in a moment here. Okay, it is Shift Z.
Alright. In the north, we've got our red Protoss player, Terran.
His opponent in the bottom right, the Terran player who is not named Protoss. You see what I'm saying there? He is RimJasing. Got the Protoss player named Terran, so
These are
Florencio.
some interesting names.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call him Florencio because that's gonna screw me up the entire game.
That's alright.
So Florencio is the player named Terran who is playing Protoss. So
Took
we're
off my
clear about
camera
that.
quickly, sorry viewers.
Okay, wait. So end actually does. All right, end zooms in and home zooms back out. At least that's what it does for me.
Yeah.
Maybe I was
Yeah,
mistaken in
they're
what
just a
Florencio said.
mouse wheel on a hotkey.
On the keyboard. Okay. He told me two other ones because I told him that that you had just showed me the two spins,
Yeah.
and he said there were two other ones. I'll have to look later. But anyway, we're getting underway here.
We're well
Things are
underway,
getting hot
but
and heavy.
this is standard so far, like perfectly standard.
Yeah, it actually is for Florencio. This is completely standard, and he's explained this to me before with the in base gateway. He has most of the time, I should say, most of the time he has no intention of making units. He just wants to force a reaction, and at home he'll generally tech up into what he actually wants. And I say that, like I said, most of the time. I have seen times where he does let it finish, creates units, and starts putting on pressure, which looks to be the case
Yep.
here.
Oh my god, it's a Nexus.
Okay, before we even continue, have you seen the game that I cast? I solo casted it. It's on
Yes.
my YouTube channel. You saw that.
Yes.
The game vs Frost. Okay, that's one of the craziest games I've ever seen.
What
And
I
it
was gonna
looks
say is this is still standard.
Yeah. Dang, the Zealot micro is actually pulling all of the SCVs off there momentarily.
But the Reaper is joining, and it's gonna help those workers take it out. So there's that
Yeah.
at least.
Reaper does finish the job. No SCVs going down, so not a bad start for the Terrans so far. But yeah, he hops on down and he sees the Nexus now.
There's still no warp gate coming, so we know what this means.
Absolutely.
Also, there's no orbital command. And a massive mineral count for both players. So I'm
That's
guessing...
actually, yeah.
I'm guessing that Florencio, our Protoss player, for those of you who don't know, is going to put down some kind of buildings very soon. And there will be lots of them.
Yeah, and that's a really good point about the super late orbital. He had the resources for it, but he was just focusing on the micro of his Reapers. But that definitely delays his economy a bit. He certainly would have liked to get out the mules as quickly as possible. He is smartly putting down a missile turret in his mineral line. I think he realizes what's coming with the Nexus. He realizes that it's going to be the mothership core.
Yep, and it's gonna finish in time easily. So this is shooing the mothership core away, but it can still pew away at these guys in the geyser. I mean the refinery. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
As well as the pylon is being overcharged, but the bunker is salvaged in time. So not too much loss there, and the adept is taken out as well.
Yes, actually a pretty good defense thus far.
Really good defense. We're also gonna see a Viking in a moment. There it is, and that's gonna kill the mothership core. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, Nothing Florencio can do there until he has another overcharge available, and if RimJasing chooses to chase him down, which he does, he will not get there.
Well, we got cannons. I wouldn't call it a rush anymore, but it's cannons. And there's an expo as well. So, yeah, our Protoss player is really gearing up here for the mid-game.
Yeah, if it's not a cannon rush, it's like
Beautiful
a cannon
cancel.
lazy stroll.
Yeah.
So the
Textbook.
second mothership core comes out now.
That was a textbook RTS phrase. What did you call it? A stroll? A cannon stroll?
A cannon stroll, yeah.
Awesome.
Can't quite classify it as a rush, so we just downgrade it one notch.
I like this.
So interestingly enough, there is going to be a Banshee coming out, but no cloak being researched. Expansion is down for Florencio. Cannon is coming down in the natural. Stargate, or I'm sorry, double Stargate going to be in play.
Yeah, on the topic of bad news, the Stargates. It's really not looking good. Our Terran player is not ready for this. For RimJasing.
Yeah,
He needs to find out.
Oh, okay. Just as we're saying that, he is throwing down 3 turrets in his main, which to me is bizarre because he has not scouted yet.
It's very bizarre. He's probably fearing Dark Templars.
Possibly, but even
but
then,
you don't throw down
he
3.
Can make do with 1. Yeah, he can make do with 1, and if he wants, he can put another one in production. He has 4 right now.
Have they played before this? Like, did you maybe pick their second game?
That's actually a really good question. If he knows Florencio's style, then yeah, that actually would make sense.
And they were pretty friendly in the chat. That's another thing that makes me think that. Now, this Banshee has had 3 kills, which is not so bad considering that there was a Stalker there. And there's a Phoenix now, so that's trouble. Especially because the Banshee is tagged. It's just going to be chased down and die.
Yeah, and I think that Florencio didn't even realize that Cloak was not researched. I mean, I would not have assumed that. I would have assumed that Cloak was researched.
Yeah.
But so he tagged it and killed it anyway.
Well, yeah, there's no way to tell, so, you know, until it happens.
Yeah, yeah. So the proxy nexus finally getting cleaned up, but only after 2 mothership cores had been made from it. At the end of the carnage, we have 6 workers killed for RimJasing, and actually only 2 for Florencio, and they are almost exactly even on workers at the moment.
If you look at the unit lost, it really shows that Florencio is hurting though. Although, when it comes to the supply, he's a bit ahead, although he's supply blocked, and the mineral income is actually inferior due to the very similar worker count and the Terran mules.
Yeah, so I think at this point anyway, I would have to give a slight edge to RimJasing due to all of those factors that you just mentioned.
Yeah, oh, there was actually a really nice stasis that I've missed on these workers.
Oh my, I just missed that too. Yeah, so he's got what, 1, 2, 3, it looks like 3 workers in there?
Was it 3? Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's kind of average.
Yeah, not bad, but also he has to manually return those to work, by the way.
Yep.
Which is something that I hadn't realized, I believe, until I saw a Florencio game. Whoa! Look what we have in the production tab, and how did I miss that?
Oh.
Got the beasties.
It's happening.
Yamada. That's right.
The cattle will be bruised.
Yeah, this is going to be really interesting. So we're going to have Stargate play, obviously, against battle cruisers, and I have not seen this in a long time. I've heard a lot of Protosses actually complain about battle cruisers and say that they wreck Skytoss. Of course, Terrans will say that, yeah, it's the only thing that can actually deal with Skytoss. So we're going to see how this plays out here. I'm interested for sure.
Well, our Protoss player does have a bit of an edge in terms of timing. Wow, so many turrets! Like, what is going on? Oh, it's been scouted, right? That's how. That's how he
What?
knows.
You
I
mean to
thought.
tell me that you haven't seen 14 turrets before 10 minutes before?
No, I forgot that RimJasing actually saw the Stargates making Void Race, so it makes perfect sense actually.
Yeah, I believe he saw them with the he definitely saw them with the Reapers when they went up. He may have even
Yep,
seen them with the Banshee
yep.
prior to that.
He saw it with both actually,
The
but
Void Rays are really doing some damage on this third base, which is a planetary fortress, interestingly enough. So can't float away. It's just gonna have to sit there and take it.
oh, this is interesting. He's pushing in with the Void
Yeah,
Race,
he's
and the turrets are being melted down.
pushing into a turret line. The battle cruiser is gonna come back and
And
help
there's the
defend, get off
Yamato,
the
and
Yamato. There
that's
we
a
go.
perfect pickoff
Oh!
at a teleport. Whoa. Also, there's the mothership core. Have you noticed that it's been there for a while?
I actually have not noticed that. Yes,
What
they're
is
accumulating energy. The
what is
repair's
going
going
on?
down on the battle cruiser while it's taking out the Void
Whoa!
Rays. Holy repair from RimJasing.
That's amazing.
Starport needs to be repaired as well, though. I like this Hellion pressure that we're about to see here. Was hoping he would. It looks like he wants to check for a third base first. Sees there's
Yep.
no third base there.
Florencio
I
says, I don't like this trade, and he's going to go Tempest now.
Yeah, on to the next phase.
And 3 more Stargates are being thrown down. Holy crap.
A bit surprised that RimJasing didn't try to get in there and kill some probes with the Hellions, even with a cannon there. With 4 Hellions, you one-shot workers. So he could
Yeah.
have done some serious economic damage. He actually has a considerable supply lead right now, too, though Florencio has a huge bank. And once those additional starports are up, he's really going to start producing some powerful units.
There's gonna be a lot of Tempest here very soon. Though his main base is oversaturated, so he's double expanding actually, also grabbing the gold base, which could turn this economic deficit upside down.
Yeah, if he gets that gold base up.
Oh, there's suspicions about this.
If the gold base goes up, that's going to be a totally different game here.
Three battle cruisers.
The scan goes down and sees all of the additional starports and all of the tempests. So RimJasing does know exactly what he's up against now.
He also did see the third base, so
yeah,
he knows what's up.
Does not yet know about the gold base, but did see the third base as it was finishing up.
Yes, now I'm a bit surprised that there's only 1 battle cruiser being made at a time, and there's the starports being thrown down, so that production will increase shortly.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's going to go with a tech lab on both. Yes, he is throwing down an additional command center. Looks like he wants to take his 4th soon, which is a good idea. It's actually getting quite late for his 4th. Though, now that I say that and I look at his saturation, I think due to how late he took his natural and the fact that he probably had cut SCVs during the rush, he's actually not as mined out as he would be in a normal game.
Yeah, exactly, but then again, it's a bit confusing when your stuff is mining out all at the wrong time and you're just not used to it.
Yeah, it really is. It's like the battle cruisers want to poke in here. Not sure if they're going to be headed for the gold base or the third. Either way, a recall from Florencio brings his Tempest to the vulnerable base.
Really nice intercept, but also really nice teleport, and all the battle cruisers get away.
Excellent job there.
15 health on this targeted one.
Yeah, that was a really good teleport out. The Hellions tried to poke in as well. They were promptly taken out by cannons and more Tempests. It looks like we're going to see straight up Sky Toss versus Sky Terran here. 100%.
This fight is going to be interesting. Further battle cruisers are just about to pop, so if RimJasing has the patience to wait for those and then engage, this could actually be really in his favor, but he's pushing it anyway, and he's being kited by the Tempest. He's losing so much. 2 battle cruisers down already. Oh my.
Yeah, that was brutal. Nice job there by Florencio to sort of suck those battle cruisers in toward him and punish them. So I guess I kind of lied before when I said it's going to be 100% Sky Toss versus Sky Terran. We actually see that RimJasing is adding in Widow Mines, which I think is a really good choice, especially if he has Drilling Claws. I'm going to check right now to see if he does have them.
He does.
Look like it. Oh, he does.
Oh, so he does.
He must have switched the factory from a tech lab over to a reactor. So he got the Drilling Claws and then switched to double reactor.
Yep, and he's still making a ton of them, as well as battle cruisers.
These can do really, really well, especially if you get army out in front of them and then you run them underneath the Sky Toss. I've used them, actually in the latter game I played against Florencio, I used just pure Marine Medevac Widow Mine with Drilling Claws.
I saw that game. Yeah, that was pretty good. So here, that battle cruiser loss from before is still really, really hurting our Terran player, and it's going to be very difficult for him to properly engage this, especially without losing the space. I think one of that has to not happen.
He has 6 battle cruisers right now against 17 Tempests. Now, with that being said, he does have 15 Widow Mines, so if he can get the Widow Mines underneath the Tempest, it will do devastating damage, but he has to get them in there without getting killed.
One thing that...
about to meet in the center of the map here.
Oh! It's happening!
Teleport!
Teleport! Recall! Oh, wow! That was...
That could have been,
teleport wars.
Game deciding. Yeah, the teleport versus recall. In fact, that might be how I label this replay.
I can tell you one thing. I've never seen a game like this.
No, I have not. I have never seen a game like this. It's like just when you think you get a feel for Florencio's build or his style, he mixes it up even within. So he starts out with the same concept, but there are so many different tributaries that build off of that original idea. So he actually hasn't even taken a ninja base.
Yes,
just
there's definitely a lot of transitions.
Oracle gets off that revelation. That's always going to be useful.
Yes, although this time around it's only on the Widow Mine, so battle cruisers actually could be quite nasty teleporting around right now.
That's actually a really good point, and he may... I was about to say he might need to teleport in there. Too late now. Raven's being added as well. You know what? I'm thinking these are going to be for PDD. And PDD against Tempest is super strong.
Yes, for sure. This is Widow Mines. They just came out of the... well, Christmas gifts, and they're super happy.
So we have the, I believe, this is the Seeker Missile upgrade is completing now. We do not yet have the starting energy upgrade for the Ravens, but I'm sure that will follow shortly.
A ton of cannons are being thrown down, like a literal metric ton of them.
Golden Armada is coming in to try to save this gold base. I think they're going to be able to do it, especially without the Widow Mines there. The Widow Mines have to get up there and protect this army.
The Void Race. And there's the recall. That means...
I think the base might be sacked.
Exactly. Also, that carrier is definitely going down. There's no question about that.
Yep.
The Protoss Air Army is coming back now. But these BCs haven't been focusing that base. This might actually... no, never mind.
Yeah, that's a good point though. They were not focusing the base, and they took a lot of fire from the cannons as a result.
Nice teleport.
The next wave is carriers, as we see 4 in production right now. I believe a few are already out. Not quite yet. That the first one that was out was already killed, but 4 at a time. Florencio is maxed.
Yes, all of those Widow Mines are tagged as well.
Yeah.
Oh, they're trying to run in. The Mothership Core has the energy to recall.
Yes, it does.
Oh, the Widow Mines are being split up and oh!
I'll tell you what, if he would have Yamato'd the Mothership Core and not the Tempests, that would have been devastating.
I fully agree with this, yes.
They would have been stuck there with that entire squadron of Widow Mines just waiting to burrow underneath, and there would be absolutely nothing that that Florencio could do about it.
Hold on, a quick question. If you attack move against this composition, you'll not focus the mines, right? Like you have to manually target them.
No, you will attack them.
Yes, but I mean, what's the priority, the battle cruiser or the mine?
Oh, okay. When they're with the
Yeah.
when they're with the battle cruisers, that's actually a good question. I would assume if they're right next to each other, I would assume that the battle cruisers are attacked because the battle cruisers are attacking you.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're talking about unburrowed mines, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because
yeah, my assumption would be the battle cruisers.
playing as Zerg, I know that the Widow Mines are the last target priority. So actually, this is incredibly difficult for our Protoss to face there if that rule is still the same, which I assume it is.
I would assume, yeah, I would definitely assume it is.
Clicking
So,
all of those individually, wow. Sorry.
It's actually, I'm sorry. You say he's making oracles?
No. I interrupted you, sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just about to say that the Terran army is actually quite out of position here to defend this corner base, and Florencio is going to spot that right now. He actually sees SCVs being transferred.
Yep.
And if we take a look at Florencio's mining compared to RimJasing's, he is basically doubling the income of RimJasing.
And I just have to say, look at the supply.
Yeah. The soup don't lie.
The Widow Mines on the basis is actually really cool, helping RimJasing keep the Protoss income in check.
Yeah, definitely a good idea there. Keeping tabs on, you know, how expanded Florencio is. One Widow Mine does go off and hit a Tempest there. But that is a horrifying army. Look at that army from Florencio coming in at the top center of the screen.
Also, the air upgrades are being researched now. Currently, there's only +1 shields and +1 air weapons, but air armor and air weapons is being researched right now. And a lot more cannons going down. Wow. This forward base is being protected now as well, giving our Protoss player more locations to recall to.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Whoa! Did you see that? Those 6 battle cruisers just
bottom left.
Yamatoing that base, instantly killing it. Awesome stuff.
The problem that I see right now, though, for RimJasing is that if he doesn't really establish at least one more base, preferably 2, he's gonna get starved out here.
Oh, the auto turrets.
Yeah,
that was very cool.
The auto turret surround.
You can't run away now, base. Mass Hellions being produced to dump the supply into something. I mean, sorry, the minerals into something.
Yeah. Unfortunately for RimJasing, he's going to come up here and see that there are actually no probes. The
However,
probes were actually recalled to the top right corner.
Oh wow,
Oh
really?
my goodness, the cannons.
Oh, this is hurting me
How?
more than those Hellions. Or okay, maybe not that.
Hellions, yeah, they did end up getting a pretty decent amount of kills in there, but a lot of probes were recalled up to the top right base. So Florencio is safely mining up there now, and RimJasing's economic situation is starting to get pretty dire. Granted, he has not mined really. I mean, he's mined very little from the base to the left of his main, but that is. Yeah, I just get the feeling that if Florencio wants to take one of RimJasing's bases out, that he'll be able to do it.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think you can even take the head-on engagement and just try to pick off the battle cruisers by focus firing. There's 15 Tempests right now. 15! I'm pretty sure they can one-shot the battle cruiser.
Yeah, I think at the very least, he can poke, maybe try to bait out some energy from the Ravens. There are a lot of high energy Ravens. If they throw down a few PDDs, they will protect the battle cruisers really well. But that's what I'm saying. If he just pokes in and baits out PDDs and then attacks when the Ravens are lower energy, that could be really, really useful. PDD
Indeed.
is 100 energy, so that's quite expensive.
What I'm confused about is why we're seeing a mothership core and not a big all-grown-up mothership.
I'm actually not sure. I was wondering that myself a bit earlier.
It's still a baby.
I don't know. Yeah, because Florencio will make a mothership too at times. In his game against me, he did make a mothership.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not sure. Whoa, recalls up to the top right hand corner again. So this is what I'm talking about. He takes out the Terran base at will, and then just heads out, and he isn't even risking his own army through these maneuvers.
Yep, this is definitely a very efficient way to play. You know what? Maybe he's not making the mothership because this guy is hurt and the damage actually transfers. And there's no way to heal that health.
Yeah, that could be the case. You could be right about that. Yeah, it's actually pretty low.
And losing it on purpose is actually quite risky because what if all the Widow Mines run under you and kill you?
Correct, yeah. So he really needs that mothership core to be alive to recall his army to safety. As you said, if the Widow Mines get underneath there, it's going to be really ugly.
Oh, there's the Yamato, but they're not quite enough. How? How weren't they enough? Didn't it happen before? Or do you need extra shots?
I think he got off, was it 4 Yamatos there? He did Yamato down the other gold base. So I'm not sure how many it took. I will say this though.
Huh.
So while it seems like a nice victory to take out that gold base, let's put things in perspective. That actually should be RimJasing's gold base. Florencio is taking the entire map.
Yeah, there's really no safe expansion left for a Terran player.
Nope, not at all. And he's actually taking a lot of damage on the battle cruisers.
Oh.
They don't have the Ravens to protect.
There's another recall. Our Protoss player is looking to starve out RimJasing. There's not much that can be done other than a straight up engagement with victory.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think RimJasing's only chance is to force a straight engagement, and even then, I am not sure by any means that he would win. He definitely has a chance. The way to victory would be point defense drones, and a lot of them, Widow Mines running underneath the main army, and battle cruisers getting off Yamatos, but Florencio can always just recall out.
Yeah, absolutely. The mothership core could be sniped, and then maybe there's a good chance to make the seeker missiles work.
Yeah, you're right about that. If the mothership core goes down first, that's the thing. As powerful as this army is from Florencio, there is still a certain fragility, or at least a significant vulnerability. It really does rely on the mothership core to get around the map.
Oh, that Tempest triggered quite a few of those Widow Mines, actually.
Florencio is really pushing in now. Of course, if he doesn't like the engagement, he...
Oh, the Mothership Core!
Did you see the friendly fire on the Widow Mines too?
So I did. Oh, this Hunter Seeker missiles are going down, and oh my god, it's connecting with so much, but it's not quite enough. Oh, there's another wave.
Round 2.
The units are being split out. Only one of them hit, or two of them.
Yeah.
More Ravens are falling. They're out of energy.
Going down. Yeah, they're totally out of energy. Auto turrets are not going to be enough. He has to keep them with the Widow Mines.
Oh, there was another friendly fire shot there. It could have been worse.
Definitely could have been worse. The Widow Mines are trying to surround
Wow.
Florencio, but RimJasing realizes it's futile. Wow, what a wild game.
So at the end of this, we had a kill death ratio of almost 2 for RimJasing, just to put that in perspective.
Wow.
216 kills to 117.
Yeah, to 117. Yeah. Do interceptors count as kills?
Oh, that might be the case. Yeah, maybe.
Because I know broodlings, of course, and locusts, so-called free units count as kills. So I'm wondering if interceptors do.
Yeah, I mean they show up on the units list, so I guess so.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. You do have to pay for each one, so.
Yeah, so you do. Anyway, I'm gonna lower my